Hey everyone, Jason here from Spiritualbabies.net. This is the first of possibly more videos from just me talking. So, pretty big ego, eh? To start another YouTube channel. But the thing is, often I finish a program with somebody and I'll be thinking about some of the stuff that we've discussed or we've cut that I think might be valid or has got me thinking. And I wish that there was a way of getting that into the show, but there just isn't. Things that are a little bit intangible or that I've gone away and thought about and maybe come to some conclusions or no conclusions. And I thought I should write those down, but I'm way too lazy to do that. This seems like a really good way of translating those thoughts into something that I can maintain and store and maybe look back on later on. And if other people are interested, all good. Another thing was when I started the website Spiritualbabies.net, originally that was meant to be like a central hub for people who were in my area of the world who couldn't find like-minded people. So I started off like many who come to Judaism. I started off as a Christian that fell into Messianic Judaism, I'm going to call it that, Hebrew roots. But when I went to look for people locally to me, it wasn't easy. There wasn't a, I couldn't just Google it. Nothing happened. So I thought if I start a website, then other people will Google what I've put on my website, and maybe you can use that as some sort of way to get together. But then as I fell out of that, you started to use the website as a way of recording the journey away from the New Testament. Now it's really just a way of recording everything I've done. I've given people a place they can go to if they don't really have a good some people don't use Facebook and they don't really get YouTube. They still like to go to a central hub, so I put everything up on my website there. But I'm not here to promote the website. I'm here to talk about this new channel. This is the Spiritual Babies vlog, and a vlog is a video blog. It's what all the kids are saying, and I'm not expecting to get millions of watches every week or even in a year, but I did want somewhere that I could sit down and kind of talk about what I'm thinking about, and maybe some people can get involved in a dialogue. What would be awesome is if other brave people sat down in front of their cameras and gave responses to the things that I'm talking about, because these are really just thoughts. Don't assume anything that I say here is the truth, unless I'm quoting from Tanakh, because it's really just my opinion and my thoughts. No one else's. Anyone I've done a show with or I'm going to do a show with, don't assume they feel the same way I do. I don't think I've ever done a show with anyone who feels exactly the same way I do about anything. So I think that. But if you want to get involved, you certainly can. There's a comment box down below. I want you to type in there, and if you feel you can, then start your own channel and create video responses and link them below in the comments box, and then we can form some sort of dialogue. What I really like is on Facebook I get to share a lot of thoughts, just rambling on, but I'm not much of a writer. This allows me kind of a conscious flow, so it might fizzle out. It might not be very exciting, but it's someone once said, if you're going to do a YouTube channel, don't do it for your audience, do it for yourself, because you enjoy what you do, and if other people also in their lives have the same hobbies and interests, then maybe they'll find you talking about their hobbies and interests interesting. And that's kind of what YouTube should be. It shouldn't be a marketplace as much as it should be a place where you can go and share an interest. And obviously my interest is Tanakh and learning what God says in it. So this has already gone on way longer than I expected. I want like 2-minute intro. So yeah, this is my first vlog. Things that this channel will cover. It won't show any of the programs that I show on Spiritual Babies channel. If you're not subscribed to the Spiritual Babies channel, please do. There's a link underneath, and there'll be a link on this video, probably constantly throughout the video because I haven't done the annotations yet. What it will do is during the course of the week, I'm hoping that I'll put at least one up a week, maybe two. I'm hoping that I can do one kind of stream of consciousness blog where I just talk about things that have come up during the week that have been of interest to me, and one I like show where I give links to other videos or things on the internet of interest that you can go and look at. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do here. So as an example of the I like show, I'm going to put up right now on your screen some little boxes, and you can click those and it will take you to different places on the internet which I found are interesting or that I want to share. So sometimes that's going to be a mystery box, click at your own peril, and sometimes it's going to be something that I've been involved with or watched or enjoyed. So I'm not going to put up anything that I just like the look of. If I don't find it interesting or important or endorse it in any way, I'm not going to put it up. I'm not interested in just like throwing stuff out there. To see a picture of a dog and it's got a video attached to it, I'm not going to watch that unless, or promote that unless I've seen it and I liked it. There will not be any pictures of dogs doing cute things. There might be, I don't know. All right, so the first thing I'd like to tell you about is I am going on a tour bus with John Evander from Truth to You, Rabbi Tovia Singer from Outreach Judaism, and with Ross Nichols from Roots of Faith. And we are going to the Holy Land in November. It's going to be way cool. There'll be a link to that tour page underneath this video. We're literally going to cover as much of Israel as we can. It's a Tanakh only tour. We won't be covering any of the Christian sites. We will be going to places which you will be able to read about in your Torah and in your Tanakh. In context, we will be doing Bible studies and having a lot of fun and going to some really cool places during the day. And then the evenings, for the people that want to get together, we've got Tovia Singer for like 9 days, who's not going to do this. We'll be getting together and picking his brains and making sure that he is thoroughly exhausted when he gets to sleep. It's going to be a lot of fun. So again, there'll be a link under this video, and you should go and put down a deposit there. It's November this year, 2015. You've got time to save up. It's going to be an awesome tour, and I'm very much looking forward to spending time with all my friends and with these great teachers. Number two, a new video show that we started last week. Rabbi Stuart Federer and I, friend of the Spiritual Babies channel, on the passion narrative. We're having to get all of these inconsistencies that are documented widely throughout the internet. We didn't make this list. You can find them almost anywhere, even on Christian sites. So we've done this show, the passion narrative, the gospel truth, ? And you can watch that. That went up today. So there's a link to that under here, or you can click the little yoke on the screen. Yoke is an Irish idiom from yoke. In Ireland, a yoke is a thing. So you see that yoke over there? Look at that yoke that woman's wearing. And yoke is another thing on that. So that show has gone up today, and you'll be able to find that. We cover a half dozen to start with, and there's another one that's in the works, and hopefully we'll get up next week. That's pretty cool. Comes up with cool stuff. Also, you can listen to this week's Torah portion, which is Bo, which means go or come, depending on what context the word is used in. You can listen to that from Truth to You as well, and also we've got the audio of that on my YouTube channel. And finally, of course, if you've come across this video and you've no idea who I am, which is fair enough, because why would you? My main channel is Spiritual Babies, and if you follow the link or go to type in Spiritual Babies into the search engine on YouTube, YouTube's the second most popular search engine in the world after Google. Not enough people use it. So type that in, you will find a whole shed load, family friendly, a whole shed load of shows with people like John Evandel, people like Ross Nichols, people like Rabbi Michael Skobek, people like Rabbi Tovia Singer, and people like Rabbi Stuart Federer. And my show every week with Rabbi Joshua Neely. We've got a lot of people on this channel. Really lucky to be able to make programs with all these cool cats. I can't believe I said that. With these cool people. And I think I might cut the cat bit. Maybe I won't. So finally, to sum up, I'll be doing this once a week, and it's maybe a little bit silly. I tend to be a bit, I'm trying to be more mature in the other shows. That's not really who I am. And I try to put my best foot forward when I'm on my Facebook page and in the programs I make. And I want to be as mature as possible and as modest as possible. And then, and that's only right. This is a public persona. It's not kind of who I am all the time. And so maybe during the course of doing these recordings, I'll be a little bit more animated than I may be on some of my other stuff. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll stop saying quite so much. What do I want from you? If there is anyone watching, if there is, I'm sure one person will have typed in something to do with babies and come up with this. But if there is anyone watching, kind of interested if you have any questions. I sometimes get asked what kind of Bibles I use, what specifically was that made me start questioning Christianity. How do you do a Bible study? What do you do in your daily life? What parts of your faith are reflected through your actions in your daily life? That's something a lot of people don't really consider. What do you wear? What do you don't wear? Where do you wear the hat all the time? It's a totally valid question. Anything like that is silly if I think I can answer it, and if it's not too personal or evasive, if I'm comfortable answering it, I will. So you can go to town with that. Just leave them in the comment section underneath the video. And you know what? I think we are done. Hopefully this won't have been too boring. And hopefully you'll get it. I'm not really not interested in celebrity. It's just that you don't get a chance. You don't get a chance to really share who you are. And your thoughts as much as you'd like to when you're so separated from the rest of the world. And here, where I'd like to be able to just go around to all my friends' houses and knock on their doors and sit down and talk Torah, we just can't do it. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll go to your houses instead, and virtually through this unit. And maybe next time I'll have a little cup of tea with you, or maybe I'll have a biscuit. I'm trying to lose some weight. Maybe not the biscuit. I'll have a biscuit. And so that's what this is for. And if you don't watch it, you don't watch it. And if you didn't watch it, you wouldn't know I said that. You probably should cut that. Thanks for watching. Now, YouTube did say that I should come up with some sort of tagline sign-off, because apparently YouTube communities are much more comfortable when they see some sort of pattern in their regular programming, because they feel they're inclusive and in a group, and they're more likely to come back. But I haven't come up with one yet, so I'm just going to say goodbye. Goodbye.